People talk about safe spaces. You need to find where you feel comfortable and free. Shay Josephine is my safe space. Everyone calls me Miss Pearl. That was given to me by a minister. This is home for me. The red carpet's rolled out. I love the vibe. I love to hear the music. It has such a beautiful aura of freedom because that's the way John Claude lived his life. John Claude Baker, Josephine Baker's son. And I love my champagne, my Kia Royale. Keith was an interesting child. I was born June 6, 1961. I was raised as the only child. In our household, it was very Southern. So there was manners, yes ma'am, yes sir, church on Sunday always, fabulous meals. It was like being at the Ritz-Carlton. You know, I was always a feminine child, the way I walked, the way I talked. I've always was around the girls. I didn't want to play any sports. Christmas time came, all of the girls in the family got beautiful dolls. When I saw those Barbie dolls, I began to go crazy. They began to notice and they said, something interesting's going on here. My father took notice that I wouldn't play with trucks. Never once did I hear, be a man or be a boy or a sissy. Never from my parents. I got those names outside. I met a wonderful friend by the name of Jason. Jason was one of the first ones to take me to a trans club. I had seen the trans girls and always thought they were beautiful. There was something exotic about them. There was something magical. I saw a world that I had never seen before and knew that this is where I'm supposed to be. We were leaving and two beautiful trans girls were coming up. One just stared at me and she says, "You're going to be a queen one day. You're going to be a queen." I didn't know what I felt, but I knew I didn't like the outer body of Keith. I just didn't like being that person. And I decided I can't do this anymore. It's hard to try to be something you're not. And so many of us live that way. It's hurtful, it's painful because you can't be you because you're living for everyone else. I was in my late 20s and early 30s when I began to go into the direction of transitioning. I had a lot of obstacles that were before me, my career, family, the faith I came out of. My boss's wife looked at me one day and she said, "You gay?" And I said, "Of course." And she just burst out and laughed. They didn't bother me. I went and got my name changed. I got on the hormones and I took off. I went out one night and I was coming from a bar. The next thing I know, I felt this knock in my face. And the blood came and the tooth went and all of this. Didn't realize my jaw was broken in 2 places. I'd been through 3 surgeries. There's a plate on this side. They took this one out because it wouldn't heal. I was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder from that. I have to be honest, it was my faith that has carried me through. My face was swollen and it was coming down. Pain. And I just would muster myself up to go to church. I had a burning need to just be in the house of the Lord. It's strength for me, not just because of the way I was raised, but my relationship with God. It's a personal relationship for me, and it keeps me stable. If you've been a victim of hate crime, you have to reach way down inside and go to that core. If you go through some depression, don't stay there. We have plenty of support groups out there. You have to stay strong, and we have to do something about this violence against those that are transgender. Everyone has to be happy with who they are because life is not worth living. I am the happiest that I have ever been in my life because I'm me. I want people to remember me as someone that would encourage you and lift you up. as a soldier of love.